Elon Musk has just had the worst weekend of his life. Tesla is in crisis, his other companies are under attack, and chaos is unfolding at a scale never seen before. From plummeting stock prices to physical attacks on Tesla dealerships, and even a cyber warfare campaign against X, everything that could go wrong is happening all at once. But what's really behind this? Is it just a string of unfortunate events, or is something bigger at play? Let's break it down. And before we dive deep, if you want to stay informed on global events, business shakeups, and historical moments as they unfold, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We bring you the facts that matter. To understand what's happening to Elon Musk right now, we need to take a step back. It all started with a massive drop in Tesla's stock price, one of the worst in the company's 15-year trading history. This wasn't just a bad day. It was their 7th worst day ever. The reason? A storm of controversies, attacks, and global boycotts all hitting at once.
Don't buy a Tesla. I hope that if they have a Tesla, sell it and take that resale value. I hope that they sell their Tesla stock.
Sell it, sell it, sell it.
Tesla's stock has been struggling for months, but this recent crash was something different. Investors panicked, and shares tumbled as a wave of anti-Tesla sentiment spread online. But what triggered it? Some pointed to disappointing sales figures. Tesla's car sales in Europe were down 45% in January. That's a massive drop. In Germany alone, sales plummeted by 76%, and in China, they dropped by 49%. Even in the US and Australia, Tesla is seeing declining numbers. Tesla's struggles are not just a financial problem. They are part of a larger trend. As competition in the EV industry heats up, Tesla is facing increased pressure from traditional automakers like Ford, GM, and Volkswagen, which have been rapidly expanding their electric vehicle offerings. Meanwhile, Chinese companies like BYD have been producing high-quality EVs at lower costs, making it harder for Tesla to maintain its dominance. President Donald Trump claimed that radical left-wing activists were behind the growing Tesla boycott. According to Trump, these so-called radical left lunatics were actively working to bring Tesla down. In response, he made a public declaration. He would buy a brand new Tesla himself to help the company's stock prices recover. While some saw Trump's statement as an endorsement, others saw it as another layer of controversy surrounding Tesla. Did Trump's words actually help, or did they make things worse? Some argue that Tesla's brand has become increasingly politicized, with Musk aligning himself with controversial figures and ideologies, which may have alienated certain customer bases.
This is really going to get me assassinated. I actually have to be careful that I don't push too hard on the corruption stuff, because it's going to get me killed.
Meanwhile, physical attacks on Tesla properties began unfolding across the United States. Multiple dealerships were targeted, with one incident in Colorado turning particularly alarming. A suspect was arrested carrying explosives at a Tesla dealership. Yes, actual explosives. And that wasn't all. Vandals attempted to set fire to the building, and incredibly, it took authorities 5 separate incidents before they were able to finally make arrests. The violence didn't stop there. In the streets, Teslas were being vandalized and attacked. Charging stations were also targeted. And then came one of the most shocking incidents. Several Tesla Cybertrucks were torched in Seattle just last night. Why Cybertrucks? Were they being symbolically targeted? Or was this just another random act of destruction? Tesla has always been a polarizing brand. While some see it as a revolutionary force in the automotive industry, others view it as a company built on hype, subsidies, and overpromises. Musk's leadership style, which includes engaging in public feuds, making unpredictable business decisions, and cutting staff abruptly, has also played a role in Tesla's turbulent reputation. If that wasn't enough, another one of Elon Musk's companies, X, formerly Twitter, was hit with a massive cyber attack. Users around the world noticed outages, and Musk later revealed that these were caused by a coordinated digital assault. The most shocking part? The attack was traced to IP addresses originating from the Ukraine area. The timing of this attack was suspicious, coming just days after Musk made controversial statements on Joe Rogan's podcast. Musk warned that he had to be careful with his work at Doge and his efforts to expose corruption, saying, "Otherwise, this is really going to get me assassinated. I actually have to be careful that I don't push too hard on the corruption stuff because it's going to get me killed." Some people dismissed his words as exaggeration, but given the level of attacks his companies are facing, was he on to something? Could the cyber attack on X be linked to a larger geopolitical struggle? With Musk's increasing involvement in international affairs, such as providing Starlink satellite services during conflicts, he has found himself at odds with various powerful entities. At the same time, protests against Musk and his businesses have been spreading. One individual who gathered this weekend at a protest against Doge stated, "I'm hoping that if he feels enough pain from his companies having trouble, he'll leave. But is this an organized movement or just scattered dissatisfaction?" Between stock crashes, political controversies, physical attacks, and cyber warfare, it's clear that Elon Musk companies are in turmoil. But the question remains, who's really behind all of this? Despite all of these events, there's one fact that cannot be ignored. Tesla's stock, when zoomed out, is still at roughly the same level it was before the election. In other words, while these attacks are causing short-term damage, they haven't completely shaken investor confidence. So what happens next? Will the boycotts, attacks, and economic downturns truly cripple Musk's empire? Or will Tesla and his other companies find a way to bounce back? Musk has been through crises before, but this time, the stakes seem higher than ever. Many analysts argue that Tesla's success depends on more than just Musk's leadership. The company needs to innovate beyond its current vehicle lineup, improve its supply chain, and regain trust from both consumers and investors. Tesla is still a major player in the EV market, but its dominance is no longer guaranteed. One thing is certain, this story isn't over. What do you think? Is Elon Musk being targeted unfairly, or is this simply the cost of being one of the most controversial figures in modern history? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We bring you the biggest global stories, historical deep dives, and the facts you need to stay informed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.